Hi everyone. Most of the questions that we get are basically what we do if we're going to plant, obviously, alpines in a container, such as a tub or a pot or a basket even. If it's a hanging basket, we always recommend that you use ideally wicker, basically because there's the air around the roots and around the soil. It'll allow for good drainage. And it's potentially porous, that's what I mean, and it's better than a plastic one. We don't advocate using plastic containers long term, whether it's a basket or whether it's a pot, basically because plastic heats up. Obviously it's not good for the environment, but it heats up, and the idea of all alpine and rockery plants is that they need to be cool. Okay, so the idea is that all the roots should remain cool and there should be good drainage. In terms of pots, we recommend terracotta, such as something like this, for example, with a good hole in the base, a nice little round pot, something like that. You could also use ceramic, because of course that reflects the heat off the pot itself, and of course your traditional stone, and you can get renatured stone and things like that, like we use when we're exhibiting, so they're a little bit lighter than your traditional stone. The thing is as well is your substrate, so basically it should be gritty, poor quality soil, okay, rather than an expensive compost, peat free or none, where there's feed in it. The idea is that alpine and rockery plants don't need a lot of feed. Think about where they actually grow. So it's about poor quality and lots of grit. Basically this allows for the drainage. The grit you need to use as well is get some cheap grit. Don't spend lots of money on horticultural grit. That's great for the top, when you're actually putting the top around your plants, your planter or the ground, because that's more decorative. But it's about using any cheap grit that you can afford, basically. The idea of the substrates, it's nice and cheap. And then the planting. So planting shouldn't be, normally we would traditionally do it like a saucer. We'd put our plants in, and we'd normally sort of bed actually sort of firmly in. If you're doing an alpine and rockery plant pot, you should make it a little bit proud of the rim, very much as this one that I've done yesterday. The plant should be in a mound,